Well, hello folks, and today I'm going to talk about my life as a reformed people pleaser. What does that mean, Adam? Well, for most of my life, being an empath, fitting in has been a big part of my life. Being at school, fitting in my later years, playing football, fitting into the team, and adapting, adjusting, backpacking, traveling to 6 different continents, 30 different countries, and meeting people from different cultures, and sometimes not even speaking the same language, but fitting in and finding ways to fit in. So I'm very good at fitting in. And the interesting life path that I've had to navigate is that sometimes me fitting in has involved tolerating terrible behaviour and letting people get away with it for the greater good and to keep the peace. And if you're an empath, a people pleaser, you will know this space really well. You witness bad behaviour and you are the peacekeeper and you tolerate it in order for the greater good to calm everybody down. But we're talking about the later lesson in life after years and years of doing that, of sometimes even in my best years of doing it, I would go home and I'd think, why did I be so reasonable to that idiot? Because they're now going to go out and do it again to someone else. And I've come to realise in my later years that facilitating that behaviour by being really good at keeping the peace, at tolerating bad behaviour, at fitting in, is not necessarily good for yourself or the greater good. Well, it certainly wasn't good for myself. So now I will quite frequently call out bad behaviour, because my mindset at this stage of life is that I'm going to piss them off. If they're prepared to piss me off, then they better be prepared to be pissed off by me. And as a healer, as an empath, I can tap into their energy and become them and reflect that back to them. And this is how you test for psychopath and narcissist, especially a narcissist, because a narcissist will masquerade as your best friend, and then they will absolutely eat you alive. They will cut you down with no empathy at all. And if you give them a taste of their own medicine, they hate it. A narcissist hates their own medicine, and that's how you know it's a narcissist you're dealing with, because they'll instantly know why it's bad when you do it to them, but when they do it to you, you just are expected to accept it. But anyway, I've gone off the path. The point being that it is in your greater good from an energetic point of view to get the balance right. I'm not saying do this all the time. I'm saying get the balance right. And this is my journey as an empath. When to hand out the kick up the arse versus keeping the peace for the greater good. And certainly lately I've been more in the kick in the arse type territory, because I'll give people a yellow card and then it's a straight red if they violate again, or maybe sometimes on the 3rd time I'll give them 3 goes in a conversation, and if they cross the line 3 times, then well, we know you're good at giving it, but can you take it? And that is the lesson. So if you're that healer, if you're that light worker, if you're that empath, just know that you being nice to everyone is only going to empower people that aren't to keep on doing what they're doing. And that sometimes the challenge for an empath is learning when it's time to give people a taste of their own medicine. Well, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, folks, and good luck doing it, because it's a hell of a lot easier to talk about than it is to actually enact.